I'm Edward Warfield, the publisher of CityBiz, and I'm honored today to interview Vidur Gupta, who is the CEO of Beekin. Welcome.
Thanks, Edwin. Thanks for having me.
Can you provide an introduction to Beekin and really explain how AI is integrated into the product?
Absolutely. So, first off, Beacon is named after the bee, which really evolved through collaboration. And as a company, we aim to create a group of investors, real kinship, which is bound by data driven decisioning. So, at Beacon, we aggregate millions of data points about real estate through listing sites, property management software, public records. And then we use AI to create a whole library of models, starting from predicting things like renter behavior, predicting rental values, and what we sell to investment firms, lenders, are software solutions that help them buy and manage rental housing better and with confidence, releasing millions of dollars in higher asset value.
And so, talk a little bit about the key features, the rent valuations, the revenue optimization, and the rental indexation.
Through machine learning, we are able to train a machine to understand patterns. And real estate in today's world in 2023 is highly digitized. You have digital footprints about neighborhoods, you have information about school quality, distance to jobs, land density. But you also have micro data around renters, their demographics. From property management software, you have information like payment patterns, work orders. This plethora of information is unstructured. It needs to be analyzed, it needs to be normalized. And that's hard work for a property investment firm. So, what Beacon does is it takes all that unstructured data and applies machine learning to it. And the key features, quite simplistically for an investment firm or a lender, is to do a job with confidence. So, what takes hours and hours of human judgment can be done by a machine in nanoseconds and can be done at a quality and a level that's consistent and is impossible to replicate across a body of human beings. So we're truly creating a co-pilot for all these investment firms where the human machine interface creates the optimal work environment and asset performance for them.
So your solutions are LeaseMax, Wilson, Pressey, Abbey. Can you explain each one of those solutions and what they do?
Let's start with Abbey, which is the industry's most accurate rent estimate. So it's commercially available for apartments and single family homes. And what that does is take the simple and manual and error prone job of finding rental value, which could take from 20 minutes to 2 days, depending on how much work is put into ascertaining that, and converts that into a highly accurate estimate, which takes under 1/10 of a second. And in doing that, it allows confidence and velocity to investment firms, be it for buying or managing rental homes. Wilson is a resident loyalty solution. So, by harnessing all the internal data inside property management systems about interaction of residents with the community, but also understanding the neighborhood itself, we're able to predict in a very granular and a compliant manner how likely a renter is to renew their lease. And if you can think about it, millions of dollars are spent in resident retention, in making renters happy. What we are able to do is create a software which connects the dot between that and the outcome. LeaseMax is a revenue optimization software which takes all these ingredients and allows investment firms and asset managers to dynamically update lease prices for both new leases and renewals by harnessing all this insight about market and renter and really allowing the machine to solve for a single goal, which is make me the most income from my asset. Uh, and last but not the least, Prezi is what we like to call the walk score for social impact. So it's able to, for the first time, connect social impact and resident retention, allowing workforce housing and affordable housing operators to collect data and report data on the amount of impact they create by the rental housing that they built.
So let's drill into the. I was curious about the residential behavior. How do you predict residential? To me, that was I couldn't get my arms around that one. Having just renewed a lease, I was yeah. I couldn't even predict my own behavior. So tell me how you predict a renter's behavior.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right? And it's not new. I'd love to say it's new, but it's. I mean, for anyone who uses Netflix, Netflix is able to predict how likely you're going to watch a certain movie based on what you've done in the past. Amazon is able to tell you what you're going to buy next or should buy next based on what you've purchased in the past. So we are bringing the same machine learning concepts to rental housing, but because humans are very complex, behavior is very complex, by no means is this model 100% accurate, but it is by far the most accurate available commercially in the market. And what it thinks about is, of course, where you stay and whether you renew your lease matters on the neighborhood. Is it a good neighborhood? Is it a bad neighborhood? Is other stuff available in the same price point? Are you paying a lot? Are you paying very little? It also depends on your state. Can you afford it? Can you not afford it? And the third piece is what we quantify as happiness. Have you interacted with the community or the property? Do you have a bunch of maintenance requests? Do you have a bunch of messages you've sent to your property management firm? Are your payment patterns regular? Are you paying rent on time and in the same volume? So all that data is quite insightful in predicting how people are likely to behave. And it's a very powerful tool for both renter and landlord.
Well, that's helped me have a better understanding of that. As I was doing my homework and research, it mentioned that you're part of the Multifamily Impact Framework. Can you explain what that is?
Absolutely. So the Multifamily Impact Council is a preeminent organization of the largest investors and lenders to affordable and workforce housing. So what they've been able to do is first benchmark and standardize what impact metrics should be measured. And as an ethical AI company, we are very proud to adopt that standard because that guides how we build AI models which stand to benefit some of the most marginalized communities in the world by helping them, get an upper hand. Uh, but also, I think MIC is for the first attempt at unifying social impact and connecting it to financial impact, which is what matters now more than ever because everyone in this new interest rate regime is questioning whether they can continue to create societal impact while delivering profit. And we as a company believe that's absolutely possible. Uh, and therefore, we're able to align with that standard and help the whole market interpret that in an empirical manner.
Interesting. So Beacon was launched in 2019. What are some of the sort of significant milestones since over the last couple of years?
Absolutely. So we started with our first customer in 2020. Obviously, not great timing given COVID. The whole world was hunkering down. Uh, and We've expanded into single family last year. We got both of our provisional patents issued by the USPTO this year. We're the only company in housing that is applying some of the same approaches to understanding demand, understanding AI driven renter behavior. So, we're very proud of that, that we really helping an entire industry move forward through some of our innovation. And now we're in growth mode. We are looking to expand and add more subsegments of rental housing to truly become hopefully the voice of rental housing.
And can you tell us, who are your clients? Developers, financial institutions? Where are the bulk of your clients coming from?
So, bulk of our clients are private equity firms and investment managers, but we also help lenders make loans faster because we are able to add velocity to their underwriting process. We're able to help them portfolio manage better because we can give them bottom up insights about the properties that they've lent to. And interestingly enough, we are big believers in partnerships and collaboration, therefore, our name, the B. So now we are partnering with a lot of technology firms whose products we are improving through our best of breed AI models.
And are you working with any of the brokerage firms? Are they interested in your service?
We love to work with brokerages, and hopefully in near future we will. But they remain friendly with us. I think a lot of brokers recognize that deals are slowing down, so they need to add value to their customers. And some of the things we do, which is add millions of dollars through asset management, directly speak to the more relationship oriented brokerages. So yes, we hope to work with more in the near future.
So I went into Crunchbase and did a little homework on your funding to date. And it looks like you were a Mass Tech Challenge winner and FinTech Solutions. Can you walk us through the capital journey so far?
Absolutely. So we've raised money from venture capitalists, Accomplice, Redwood Trust. These are investors who've seeded companies like AngelList, DraftKings, category defining companies that we are very impressed with. So very excited about our investors. We are, not in the market to raise more money. We're very well funded for now, and we're grateful for the support we've gotten so far.
And so, what is the growth strategy? Is it internal, or do you have some acquisitions on the horizon?
Absolutely, I think what we see in the market is prop tech is going through a bit of a winter where venture capital money is going slow, but also a lot of commercial real estate companies aren't buying traditional software until it generates real ROI. So in a market like that, we think it's a great opportunity to play offense versus play defense for someone like us. So we are in growth mode. We are expanding our sales team. We are going to announce a few more partnerships. And definitely, I think M&A is part of that story for the right kind of accretive opportunity.
So, is there any part of your personal journey or the journey of Beacon that you haven't shared with us that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so Beacon was born out of my personal frustration as an investor. So I invested in real estate, and prior to investing in real estate, I used to trade bonds, and I was lifelong Bloomberg user. So for someone who would always use Bloomberg to buy financial securities, where you could click a button and have straight through processing, it beat me why real estate was so manual. And as an investment firm, we invested billions of dollars in property, uh, and that's kind of the moment where I saw it could be done so much better using AI and data, where investors like me could become smarter through understanding patterns, through really understanding their assets. And that's the journey we are on to help transform that whole investment market.
So, you made a reference to Bloomberg. I mean, is CoStar doing anything in AI? I mean, are they a competitor? Obviously, potential acquirer, but are they doing anything in AI?
So, from our understanding, no. There's quite a lot of in real estate. There are a lot of like data owners, companies that own data, and CoStar is definitely one of them. But if you own data and you sell data, building data driven products is very hard. Because one, you need to understand your customers' problems deeply. And two, you need to build all these models with data and then wedge into someone's daily life so they start using these models. So we think there's a massive opportunity, even with all these data owners in the market, to do data better. And that's kind of how we position ourselves. We'd love to partner with them if they ever liked partnering with companies, which, from my understanding, they don't. So,
Exactly.
no, we have believers that's the future for real estate.
Well, Vidur, I've greatly enjoyed this interview, and I look forward to following your journey and your Series B, C, and wherever the journey takes you in the land of prop tech. And keep us apprised of your deals, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you,
Thank
Vidur.
you so much, Edwin. It was a pleasure talking to you today.